Let's go.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Big Gaucho. This is Stock Investing Show. It's completely out of pocket to help put money in your pocket. I'm Austin, back with the boys. Another episode.
Hey, what's up, Big Gaucho? It's your boy, Big Gaucho Tyler. We back with another banger video. Let's get it.
Hey guys, David's here. Hopefully everyone had a fantastic weekend. We are back indeed, and we have some awesome content to bring you guys. But first and foremost, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Welcome, welcome. We appreciate everyone who's new. And yeah, let's get started.
Yep, definitely get on that and wait for it. All right, thanks for hitting the button. Boom, Congress is just approving a new $900 billion stimulus plan. So I think that means stock markets are going to have some major gains today, Tuesday, when you're listening to this. Basically, here's a quick breakdown. We got $600 stimulus checks for people making under $75,000 a year, $300 weekly unemployment checks, and families will also get a $600 check per child dependent that they have. $300 billion in P3 loans for businesses, which is the Paycheck Protection Program. Some of those are eligible for forgiveness. $8 billion for distributing the vaccine for the illness that cannot be named. And this is a big one. Eviction ban is only extended until January 31st of 2021, which it expires the 31st of this month. So that's only an extra month. So in a month and 10 days from now, we'll be in the exact same situation. More on that later. Congress is only achieving this because of unanimous support from senators. So is this real change, or are we just kicking the can down the road for inevitable economic Armageddon? Thank you.
Ooh, that's an interesting one. I think we're definitely kicking it a little bit, but at least we have something coming to the people. You know, $600 isn't a lot. It is something, you know. I mean, I definitely see a lot of people using those $600 for Robinhood and definitely put it in their trading accounts. To be honest with you, $600 isn't too much. So I think we're just kicking it down, especially with that eviction to the 31st. It's just another month, you know. It's gonna happen. There's just you know, stalling the inevitable.
$600 isn't gonna help you unless you live in like rural Nebraska and your rent's $100 a month.
Yeah, because it also was announced back in, I think it was November, that 12 million Americans are behind in their rent. So yeah, they're just kind of, it's gonna happen, you know. Either they have to forgive all the rent, which would be ridiculous to the renters, or they have to give more money out, which I don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, you know, whenever this eviction moratorium ends, it's going to be chaos, essentially. People are going to be evicted, and what's going to happen then?
People are forgetting that the tenants still owe the amount in rent that is being put off. It's not forgiveness. So I think people don't like to think about that, but if you add up all the missed payments and late payments, it's pretty substantial, and it could have a big effect on the economy going forward in 2021.
Yeah, it definitely could. And I don't know if you guys have been seeing, there's a bunch of memes being posted on Twitter about the $600 being pretty much nothing.
It is. $600 doesn't even get you $600 today. I mean, you know, I don't know anybody's rent that's under $600 a month.
Unless you're in like college, splitting one house with 4 other roommates.
Yeah, unless you have a bunch of roommates.
It's very true. It's very true.
But the only positive I see from this is that $300 billion for PPP loans. So that definitely helps smaller businesses, which is nice. And I see that $8 billion for distributing the vaccine. So that means Pfizer and Moderna, they're going to get a real nice paycheck. Honestly, I expect it to be a little bit more than $8 billion, but if they can get it done with $8 billion, more power to them.
I feel like they might reanalyze the situation again on when it gets closer to January 31st, just because that's a really short time from now if you're thinking in terms of, you know, people getting kicked out of their houses. So I think they're going to reevaluate the whole bill at that point. And I agree with Tyler. It would most likely guarantee more money for vaccines. So be on the lookout for that. Maybe pick up some Pfizer and Moderna if you're feeling like holding something a little bit longer term. But I think it'll be good for now. But, you know, like all of us are saying, $600 doesn't really help anybody. And I hope the people that need it, the $300 weekly checks, that it helps, but that's half of what it was before, right?
I thought it was like $800 a week, so a little bit less.
It depends because they combine it with the state unemployment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But if you had to make a stimulus check, what would you think would be an appropriate number?
$5 million.
Yeah, because
I'd say
you
do
can
the
make fun of
1,200
it.
again,
1,200, yeah.
maybe, but I'm not opposed to
That's at least minimum 1 month rent.
That is true, yeah. I mean, for me, that would be about 1.5.
There you go.
Tempe, that's literally a little. Yeah, that's 1 month.
So, yeah, I mean, at least something happened, but it took them, what was it, from March till now? So almost 9 months. 10 months? 9 months, yeah.
December. Yep. 9 months, 10 months.
Let's go.
Yeah, definitely government slacked on that one. I feel like they should have taken it a little bit more seriously with more urgency. At least go for a compromise. I get it. There's two different like opinions on how it should have been taken, but I feel like there should have been more sympathy for the people to, try and work together as the government should to, represent the people and help the people like they're supposed to. But regardless of that, we got a stimulus bill, and it's hopefully does some good and maybe come out with another one within another month or two, depending on how our economy is looking. We never know.
Hey man, everybody just wants their paychecks, and members of Congress are no exception. But maybe if we ask one of the banking giants, they could tell us a little something inside tips about the Federal Reserve.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is interesting. So the Federal Reserve it was Friday, they allowed the big banks to do stock buybacks again because back in September they halted them from doing it in order to, I guess, prevent a massive financial collapse if some of the big banks collapse due to wasting their money reserves on buying back stocks. So they're allowed to do it again. And today, yesterday, I guess for you guys, JPMorgan announced that they were going to plan to buy back $30 billion worth of shares in 2021. And Morgan Stanley is planning to do $10 billion in 2021, which is a crazy amount. But there's a little bit of restrictions that need to take into account before you just the Federal Reserve didn't let them go crazy, so they restricted them and by doing sorry, mixing up my words a little bit, but they restricted the big banks as the buybacks and the dividends that they give out have to be equal to the average earnings they received in the past 4 quarters. So for Q1 of 2020, they cannot exceed what happened in Q1 of 2020 through Q4 of 2020.
All right, you heard him. Everybody's short Morgan Stanley. This is the big short all over again.
Yeah, we're back.
Hey, we got Jared Bennett on the show. We're back.
So yeah, the big banks were all up in after hours and also through the day because I guess buybacks are good for the stock. Makes the demand go up, so price goes up. But I guess there is the concern that maybe they might not have the liquidity to survive if something bad happened.
Dang. I wonder if there's enough room to get in on it still. JP Morgan's up 3.75%. And
yeah, I mean,
I'm trying to find Morgan Stanley.
Yeah, I'm sure there is because this is just demand from the people. Like the big banks haven't started doing the buybacks yet. So once that happens, the demand will go even higher.
I hope so. Morgan Stanley's up 5.7%. So
wow.
If you guys can get in on this, might be a smart idea.
It definitely is. And, hopefully there isn't any financial problems because of this happening. Imagine if another big bank went under.
If JP Morgan went under, we've talked about this on the show before, but the global financial system would definitely collapse.
100%.
They're responsible for a ton of the world's banking.
I mean, I'm all for them, falling out and and all that. I'll just buy the dip. And then hopefully within like a 10 to 15 to 20 year span, then we come back stronger than ever.
Better hope so. Better hope these banks don't start going under, especially because don't know what's going to happen with the economy at all.
Dude, yeah. Honestly, hey, regardless of what happens, Dow Jones only goes up.
Yep, that's true. Stocks never go down.
Do you think it's a little bit premature because, you know, the unnamed virus has been around for a while now, and the numbers are only going up. So you think it might be a little bit premature to allow these buybacks?
Yes, because
Yes.
the illness they cannot be named. They just found a mutation today in the United Kingdom. So that's a pretty big deal if that starts mutating across the world, because the vaccines we have now are only for the original strain. So if the illness starts mutating, it's going to be Armageddon for sure.
Dude.
Yeah, because we talked about that a little bit on Thursday with the Moderna vaccination, that, you know, they're only good for the strain they're for, essentially. If you mutate too much, then it's no good, which is kind of scary, but I don't know.
It is very
Oh, boy.
scary, and this vaccine is going to be essentially worthless, and the federal government will have wasted billions of dollars on something that really isn't going to help that much.
Yeah, and then we're gonna be in lockdown for another 10 months.
Just make it a 3-year lockdown. Just call it, stimulus checks every month.
Yeah,
We'll have DoorDash deliver all our groceries and food. Just everything just in your home now. Just what's the point of leaving your houses?
What's the point of doing anything anymore? DoorDash stock's going to be up to $10,000 a share. So you heard it here first. Buy it today. Hold it, because the pandemic's going to be going on for another 5 more years minimum.
Seriously.
This is unreal. But
You know what else is unreal?
What's that?
You know, these SPACs, they're getting to be unreal. It's blown up in popularity, and this year I think they've generated like close to $80 billion in revenue, just pretty much doing nothing.
That's criminal.
Wow.
I think I was reading that the amount of revenue generated in 2020 was more than like every other year combined. So
Wow.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, they just got really popular this year because it's such a fast way to get listed on the stock exchanges.
yeah, so we have a new SPAC coming out, and this one's from, the technology pump and dump scheme, SoftBank. They are making their own SPAC, and they plan to raise over $500 million in their IPO. And their SPAC is going to be called SVF Investment Group, and it's going to be run by this gentleman named Rajiv Mishra, I believe, and he was a former Deutsche Bank executive. So, Deutsche Bank, they're a little bit sketchy. We talked about them a couple months ago with doing mafia trade deals and other really kind of sketchy stuff. So I don't know. Seems kind of sketchy to me personally.
Hey, you know who else was an executive at Deutsche Bank? Jared Vennett in The Big Short.
Ooh, our favorite.
Yeah, everyone's favorite wheeler and dealer. So maybe it's actually a good deal in disguise, and this guy was just the first one to find it. But yeah, Deutsche is easily the sketchiest major bank in the whole world.
Yeah. So if you guys are interested in this, it's going to be traded under the ticker of SVFAU, and they plan on doing about $10 a share, and they have about, I think it was 55 million shares that they're planning to release. And they're also planning to acquire a technology company, some kind of technology. I think they said like AI or some sort like that.
Sounds good to me.
All right, guys. Is this a buy or a no buy?
Personally,
Well, I don't know where we're going to buy it because it's over the counter, but
Really?
Yeah.
You can't get it off like Robinhood or anything like that?
no. But I'd buy it if I figured out how I could, just because it's $10 a share. I feel like it'd be a good risk. Masayoshi-san, big head honcho at SoftBank, I think he knows what he's doing. Even though he is a tech whale and he has disrupted the market many times, I have my full confidence in his company.
I feel you too. He did. He did a lot. They caught a lot of things, and I personally think it is a buy as well. Thumbs up.
I don't know, because for me, with these SPAC IPOs, the the executives and all of them, they get 20% pretty much for free. And there's also news that came out saying that some other insiders were going to be getting, somewhere between 8 to 9 million shares for like $1 each, which is a tenth of what normal people are paying. So I mean, that right there is already like what 20 million shares out of 50 million that are just going to, insiders essentially for pretty much nothing compared to what people are paying. So I mean, I don't know. It seems kind of sketchy to me. So I'm saying it's not a buy.
That's a good point. Really, if you're not getting the pipe shares or any of those preferred shares that come out before the IPO, you just get screwed. When this applies to any stock that's IPO'd this year, you'll just end up getting burned really badly, just because there's nothing else to buy. Everyone's nervous about the economy, and a lot of these deals are few and far between to be had in the stock market right now. It's just a reality, but that's why these IPOs get so overhyped. But let us know in the comments. I'd be happy to fight with you on the Big Gaucho's main account, like last time.
Yep, Austin's a little bit feisty. He likes to rascal in the comment section. The rest of us are kind of, more passive, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Leave us a message if you want some hate comments back. No, I'm just kidding. I love to like the messages, good or bad.
Yes, sir. But have you guys heard about this news with Peloton?
Oh yeah. I know they've been going up because of Big Gaucho Kevin. Big shout out.
Yeah. Bottom at $110. I think they're at $142 in after hours.
They're doing good. Yeah,
really good.
There's more news coming out that they are going to acquire a exercise equipment manufacturer named Precor. Yeah, Precor. And the amount they're buying them for is kind of a funny number, I guess. It's $420 million.
Let's go.
Which I'm not sure how they came to that number personally, but that's the number, I guess.
Took a page out of Elon's book on that one for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I guess the goal here is to help Peloton make and deliver more bikes and treadmills that they're producing, because their demand has gone crazy high due to the pandemic, and people still want to exercise, but they got to do it at home. So they got to get the equipment. And I guess Peloton is the go-to. Personally, I don't really see why. I feel like other bikes are just as good and a lot less expensive, but who am I to say? You get whatever you want.
It's all about the brand name, Dave.
Yeah, it is.
It's all about the brand name.
That's true, I guess. And when you bring your friends over, you can be like, "Ooh, I got the Peloton."
I know it's kind of bragging rights. It's like when everybody was buying Supreme clothes. It's kind of a piece. You gotta wear it with pride. Those Peloton bikes are starting at $18.95 before tax, but don't worry. They can put you on a payment plan for 39 months, as low as $49 a month at 0% APR. Go to onepeloton.com/gauchos for 10% off your first order.
Yeah, with the Affirm. Remember we talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and use Affirm. Thanks to Peloton for sponsoring the video.
Definitely. So
no. Peloton is not sponsoring this video yet. We're gonna talk to their execs, have them send us a couple bikes, then we'll do a sponsorship. But as of right now, Peloton is a buy.
I wish they were. That was a good ad read.
It was, and yeah, I guess sure, why not? They're a buy, I guess. I don't really care.
Dave's burned out by this point in the episode. My gym, before I switched over to the current gym I'm at that will not be named, they used Precor exercise equipment, and I really liked it. There's some very versatile machines, very sturdy, basic, nothing to complain about, and they were older too, so Precor's had quality products that last a long time.
I think so too, and I think maybe even if the pandemic is over with in the next couple months and life goes back to normal, which it will eventually, I think Peloton still will stick around. I'm sure people will stop buying it. Like the demand for in-home equipment will probably decrease quite a lot, but just because of the brand name, I think it probably will be purchased by a lot of gyms too to pick up.
Definitely. Would attract customers to be seen with the latest and greatest equipment.
Exactly. Planet Fitness is going to acquire 30 million Peloton bikes.
Dude, do you know how much money that would be, that would make Peloton? Holy, they're already having they're overwhelmed with orders and they're backlogged right now.
Planet Fitness stock finally goes to the moon.
Oh, dude, that'd be crazy.
Definitely would. Still might be a buy though, but it might not be too late to get in on Peloton. Never know.
I'm thinking about it, to be honest. Kevin keeps telling me to buy some, so if they drop just if there's a little bit of a dip, I'm in.
How little
What time?
talking? Like 120?
No, if they're at 140, around 50 right now. I mean, if they go to like 130-ish, I'll buy.
I would say
Right.
$97. I'll put my whole life savings into it.
Holy.
You know, what can go wrong, right?
All right, lock in that order right now.
I'm locking in that order. But actually, just kidding. I'm going to save some of my money in my brokerage account for a new IPO that just happened today that nobody really knew about. Might pick it up. We got OpenDoor, which is a really big real estate. It's called an iBuyer. They just went public today, and the IPO wasn't that great. It was through an SPAC called Hendos. I'm going to say this wrong. Hendos Sophia 2. In order to make their debut. So basically what OpenDoor is, they purchased homes from home sellers at a discount, and the upside of that is the seller will get cash, no finance contingencies, and no inspections. So quick and easy, you just get the money, but you are selling your home at a lower cost for that benefit. They just debuted on the NASDAQ today, but they only went up about 6%. And right after they listed at $30, it dropped to about $23, $22. So pretty substantial little dip there. Did go up 6% at the end of the day, so the very short dip you would be able to buy today. Hendo Sophia made this debut possible because they got $414 million in a buyout from them and another $600 million from PIPE investors, which would give OpenDoor $1 billion cash on hand and a total valuation of $4.8 billion, which is up roughly $1.1 billion since a fundraising round at the beginning of the year. I kind of like it.
It's interesting. I mean, I don't know much about real estate. You're more of that expertise. So if you like it, I like it too.
I dig it. They're a very innovative company. Are they competition? Yes, but could be the future. I don't know exactly what could go on as far as in the next year or so, but if they keep raising billions and billions of dollars for this fund and keep this business up, they're going to be fully replacing agents in no time.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying we should, build like a little house on some land, put up some plywood, put, just some screws, and then no inspection. So we'll just say like it's a 10,000 square foot house, and
yeah, preferably with as many code violations as possible.
Dude, I already have the whole Detroit neighborhood. What are you talking about?
The what?
I have the whole Detroit neighborhood. All those
houses. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're gonna be there all winter in the snow, freezing, trying to fix up all those houses. Maybe OpenDoor can buy them off of us if we give them a Big Gaucho deal.
Yeah, 100 million.
100 million? Yeah, just a quick $998 million profit.
Yeah, definitely. We'll also have the seller's fee, probably like 2%.
True.
We're good. We'll take home 95 million.
True, and the Big Gaucho service charge, which is $50,000. Got to pay a price to work with the best. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I feel like this could be a good stock to put money in, especially that we are predicting a market crash. So if everybody's putting their homes for sale, OpenDoor is going to have a lot of inventory. At the same time, I'm assuming people and investors will be buying in. So definitely, and everything's at their fingertips as well. So it's an app, right?
It's a company.
Yeah, exactly. So I think this is gonna be a good one.
Yeah, it's like a local company. They have a website and actual people that work for them, but it's pretty cool.
And it's pretty cool like all is it like hands-free stuff too? So like you don't have to physically go to the house or anything like that?
Yes. You can self-tour your own, do your own tours on the homes.
Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna be a game winner.
Yeah, I've actually I've actually done it a couple times. It's a fairly easy process, but they were definitely the first to start that. So,
They
like
get a
Tyler said, very innovative.
Big Gaucho Tyler buy.
It's a buy.
Yeah, I think it's a buy too.
All right. Now that we're all in unanimous agreement, let's see if we can get a unanimous agreement about these big winners, big losers, and the sleepers for the day.
Hit that soundtrack.
Oh my goodness. Got some major gains. We got some crispy gains. We'll see what that means in a sec.
Number one, we have, and I don't know if it's Adidas or Edit
trademark.
Us.
I think Adidas is fun here.
Adidas or Edit Us.
I read it as Adidas too. That's so funny.
All right, so we got Adidas Medicine Incorporated, code name under the ticker Edit, and they went up almost 30% on the day. So they're a company that does a lot of CRISPR genetic editing, and CRISPR is really complicated, but essentially what they do is they just edit your genes to take out the bad genes and put in some good genes that work properly. And there's been a lot of hype in the scientific community about this, that it could help pretty much cure a lot of diseases that are genetically based, because if you have a mutation, some gene that makes a protein, then it's going to cause a disease most likely. So if you can just, put in a good protein, then you won't have the disease anymore. And that's kind of what is going on here, that this might be the way of the future. Well, probably will be the way of the future, honestly. So yeah, pick up some Adidas Medicine.
And their crispy chicken sandwich.
Yeah, everyone's on the hype for the crispy chicken sandwich. It's the new wave.
Dude, that's what I'm doing. It's going to overtake the 4 for $4 anytime now.
Mm-hmm.
Sponsored by Wendy's.
And then number two, we have QuantumScape Corporation under the ticker QS, and they are also up almost 30%, but a little bit less at 28.71%. And they're a little bit interesting because, electric vehicles are the way of the future, and these guys produce the battery used in electric vehicles. They produce what's known as the solid-state lithium metal battery, which I looked it up, and it was pretty cool, actually, because most batteries, if you guys know, they have an anode and a cathode, right? Not this one. This one only has a cathode.
Oh, interesting.
And the anode is actually solid lithium, but lithium is also the electrolyte that carries what makes the charge, essentially. So when the battery is fully depleted, the anode goes away. It just disappears.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So it's cool. It's like magic. It disappears and it comes back. And that's what causes the high energy density that we were talking about.
Sounds like I can make the money disappear from my bank account, put it into the stock, and it'll come back.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Is Tesla going to partner with them and just make it go through the roof?
I don't know, actually. Hopefully. I mean, I think Tesla's doing their own thing, though, with their own batteries.
Oh, okay.
In Sparks, Nevada.
I have them talk to Lordstown. They'll pick them up.
Do a little merger here.
Yep. Shout out to Lordstown.
Yes, sir.
Get some good fuel for those mergers, though.
Yeah, they also just came out saying that they have an increase in, I think, 30,000 unprotected reservations for the new endurance model. So they have 80,000 pre-orders currently.
Ooh, that's 80,000 more than Nikola.
Ooh, yeah. Quick shameless plug, but buy Lordstown.
Shout out to them.
All right, let's go check out the biggest losers now. Now that we plugged Lordstown, we can check out the losers.
We've been giving out too much free promo on this episode. It's mostly my fault.
Wow, number one. I have not seen this or heard of this name in a long, long time.
Yeah, we got a fan favorite.
Luckin Coffee Incorporated. This is one of my Big Gaucho calls when I first started this. Holy. Down 12.95% on the day. They have been going through a lot, at least from last time I heard of them. They're kind of like the Chinese Starbucks with completely fraudulent balance sheets, any type of revenue. Everything was just fake. And they were delisted from was it NASDAQ?
Yeah, it was, because they were techie, and now they're over the counter.
Yeah, so they're gone, delisted Robinhood. You can't trade them unless you own it. The only thing you can do is sell them. Yeah, Luckin Coffee just hasn't been able to come back from their downfall. I think they're trading around like $3 now from their original evaluation of $80 before
Way
all
to fall.
this
Way to fall.
quite a fall. It was more of like a deep dive, just straight down into destruction.
That's no big deal. They can get on the comeback train.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I would not recommend buying this stock ever. I don't think they're ever gonna get their company together because it's been like what 4 or 5 months since we last talked about them, and they're still doing this bad. So it doesn't seem like things are gonna change for them. So do not buy Luckin Coffee.
Not a buy. They're going to $100 next month, so buy some tomorrow. I'm just kidding. What's
Man,
number two?
that'd be crazy.
Very
But number
crazy.
two, we have Fibrogen Incorporated, or the ticker FGEN, and they are down 9% pretty much. And the reason is because, well, they're a pharmaceutical company, so they're pretty volatile, you could say the least. And their drug that is kind of hyping them up is called roxadustat, roxadustat, and it's a drug to treat anemia, to increase your red blood cells, which is kind of what causes anemia, and some anemias at least. And that drug was supposed to be approved today by the FDA, but they have postponed the decision making for 90 days because they want to look at other clinical data points, because this drug has been approved in China and Japan, so they want to just make sure that it's 100% safe. And this drug increases red blood cell proliferation. So I guess probably the concern that they're looking at is maybe it could cause high blood pressure, maybe because it makes your blood more viscousy, or maybe it causes I don't know, some kind of heart failure potentially, or kidney damage. That's what I would be, I guess, thinking. But I'm not a medical professional, so I
Yeah,
don't know.
All right, you want to throw him under the bus again, or should we just let it be?
Just
no,
let
let's
it
just
be.
let it
Just
be.
let it be.
Yeah,
He's
we've done
gonna
it like
become a doctor soon.
Yeah, we've done it like 3 episodes in a row, and then we have to
Yeah.
backpedal on disclaimers for 20 minutes.
Yeah, Dr. Dave, aka not Dr. Dave.
No, not again.
He's gonna become a doctor in a couple years, so give him time. He has a lot of knowledge, but he's just not official yet. We are not licensed health practitioners yet. So keep a shout out, keep a watch out for that.
Yeah, just no comment on that. So that was a Fibrogen. I think honestly, I think it will get approved probably.
I agree.
So pick it up. There's a little bit of a downturn just because of disappointment, but don't fall on the sell wagon, and make sure to pick some up because it's a good dip and you're gonna make some money.
Big Gaucho buy, you don't make any money until you sell, and you don't lose any money until you sell. So
Nice.
do that thing. I'm getting sleepy. I think I need a nap.
Sleep.
Official intro.
Yes, it is. And number one, we have Apple. We always love Apple. They got sued a lot, and they're getting sued a lot. So, well, sucks for them, I guess. But they'll probably be fine because they have so much money that it won't really affect them, honestly.
Never.
And they're making their iCar, and they plan to release it by 2024, and it's going to be a self-driving vehicle. So that's kind of cool, actually. And Apple, everyone falls into the Apple hype. The iPhone, the Mac, the iPod, iPad. So the iCar might be the new wave.
They should have called it the iCarly. They missed out on a big opportunity. That's fun. I'd be interested to see it. They definitely have the capital to do it. They do have a bigger market cap than Tesla. It's one of the few companies you can say
One
that
of the
about.
few.
I know. One of the $2 trillion boys. So I think they'll do it.
Yeah, if they can't do it, no one can.
Except
True.
Amazon.
That is also very true.
Or Joe.
Oh yeah, Joe could do it.
Joe could definitely do it. But number two, we got the Kraft Heinz company with those 57 different varieties of pickles formerly. Now they're well known for ketchup and mustard.
Love them. Ketchup.
Yes, sir.
Ketchup will never go out of style, and people always buy it because it's just amazing. And mustard and pickles and all that condiment stuff.
Fun
And Kool-Aid.
fact.
Fun
Yes,
fact.
that's true.
It's a buy.
I like Kraft mac and cheese as well.
Ooh, yes.
Ooh.
But fun fact, that's why they have the 57 on the Heinz ketchup bottles. The original, that's how they started the company, the 57 different varieties of pickles.
Wow.
Wow. More you
The
know.
more you
Yummy.
know.
Yummy,
Yeah.
yummy.
All right. So let's take those pickles to the next one. Visa.
Visa.
Yeah, you can
So
use all your Visa cards and buy as many pickles as you need. All 57 varieties. You got your long pickles, you got your small pickles, you got your chubby pickles, bumpy pickles. I could go on for hours. So you buy Visa as well because everybody has a Visa card.
You
I
sound
haven't
like
seen too many.
you sound like Forrest Gump.
Oh, I know.
Pickles.
Never know what you're gonna find in a box of chocolates. Janae.
Oh my gosh.
Janae. Why don't you love me, Janae?
We're gonna get copyright strikes.
Oh, I know.
Craft, if you want to send some promo to us, biz@biggauchos.com.
yeah,
But
send us some pickles.
send us some pickles, and that'll be our business dealings for the next month. And also got to get down to some business. Give Anchor a quick shout out. So let's hit that ad.
Anchor.
Thank you, Anchor. Boom. Also, we got the Boneyard coming up. We still have not eaten at Ruby Tuesday. We never will. And they're all closing. So probably never can. Mr. Dave took
Ooh.
that dub today.
Shady
Yes, I
Davy.
did. I took the dub, and it wasn't really close. It was always around my number the entire day, pretty much.
Are you kidding me? I was supposed
That's
to
wildly
win.
untrue. It was it dipped it opened at about 30,000, dipped 400 points, and then went all the way back up to post 200 in gains.
Yeah, well, you could look at it from that perspective, I guess, or you could just look at the perspective that it closed at my number. So whatever you prefer, I guess. But the score right now is me, Dave, with 48, Austin with 42, Kanal has 40, and Tyler is close behind with 39. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what to pick, but with the stimulus coming out, you would expect it to go up, but it's going to go down. I'm telling you.
Oh,
So I'm going to say it's going to go down to 30,000.
Ooh.
not bad. I want to take the gains approach. I'm going to say 33.69. I don't know.
All right. Well, I have 30,188.88.
Very close.
All right. Those
Yeah.
are some good numbers.
Let's send it. 3,
All right.
2, 1, go.
First.
Wildly unknown. Honestly, I think it could go either way pretty much like every day. So I don't think that any of us really have a clue what's going to happen. But you guys will know what happens because you're going to come back and listen to the next episode. Or else. No, I'm just kidding. But
Or else.
we want to thank everyone for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show. Leave us a voice message on anchor.fm/gauchos or biggauchos.com if you want to send an investing tip. We might put that on the show. Tyler, disclaimer, go.
All right, Big Gauchos, quick disclaimer because we love disclaimers. We are not licensed brokers, and everything said on this podcast is from our experiences, which are our opinions. Please, 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 please do your due diligence and invest safely, Big Gauchos, because we're not liable for any lost gains, but we're directly liable for all major gains because we love to make money. And we'd like to quick thank you for everybody here that is following us, subscribing to us, watching our videos. We broke 1,000 on one of our videos, so huge milestone. Thanks to you guys.
AMC video.
And it just makes us want to do more and more and more. So we're not going away anytime soon. So better buckle up and get ready for the ride. Now, Dave, please let the viewers know our amazing Instagram.
Yeah, so the Instagram is at Big Gauchos. So come check us out. We are on the brink of reaching 500 followers, which is pretty awesome. Next thing you know, it's gonna be 500,000 followers. So get in before we blow up, because then you're not cool.
True. Get him before you blow up, so you can tell all your friends that you're a hipster and you listen to Big Gauchos first.
Yep, we post great clips every day, and you can share it with your mom, your dad, your grandma, maybe your sister. I don't know, whatever you prefer.
Also, while you're sharing all those clips with them and the fantastic pictures, make sure you share that streaming link with a friend so you can take it with you and listen to Big Gauchos on the go. We're on Apple, Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, Google, Pocket Cast, Breaker, Radio Public, Overcast, or you can add us to your own RSS feed. Especially if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, make sure to leave us a rating 1 to 5 stars. We do not accept anything less than 4.5 stars. Leave us a review, tell us something you liked about the episode, and make sure you're sharing those links, hitting subscribe, and downloading every single episode, or we're going to stop posting. And boys, anything else to add before we sign off?
Make sure to buy
2000.
Adidas. Make sure to buy Adidas medicine and also Fibrogen.
True. I completely agree. Eat it Ruby Tuesday, and we're out.
Check us out at the Chuck E. Cheese ball pit.
Maybe so. Good night from Arizona. Hope you made a smart day. Peace.